and there's another kid, two kids from Heartland that go in there. He hammers both of them. And then rips a pass from the boards right across the middle. And his teammate, he one-timed it, and he didn't quite time it up right and just barely missed. So Alex annihilated two players and ripped a pass backhanded behind his back across the crease right on a dime on the other side of the crease. To his teammate. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous.
Who'd they play?
They're named Heartland. They're I think they're number 2 or number 3 in the state.
Michigan?
Yeah. And he was on second line.
Man, I don't think we have, you would know better than me. Do we have this hockey culture in Ohio at all? Maybe up in the Great Lakes?
No, you have to go to certain areas, right?
Yeah.
That's all. It's Toledo, Cincinnati, Columbus, and Cleveland. All of those areas are there's really Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Toledo are longer term. Like they were always like really big hockey, but Columbus has grown tremendously ever since the Blue Jackets were there. So they're actually another legit area of the state. But like my nephew, Joey's son, he played high school hockey down there. He was on varsity all 4 years as a defenseman.
Columbus area, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's wild to hear these matchups and how many good teams there are. And
dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, okay, I told you they lost in the championship when they went to that tournament. They lost in the championship against Toledo St. Francis, and Toledo St. Francis is number 1 in Ohio right now, or they were. And we lost by 2 goals because we gave up an empty netter, but it was a close game, right? But St. Francis, they beat Brother Rice 7-1, and Brother Rice is a top 5 team. Like they're a Catholic school. They're a top 5 team in Michigan every fucking year. Like one of Alex's best coaches, their first state championship, he was a junior on that team. He was a junior left winger, I think, on their first like state title team back in like '93.
Your name's Brother Rice?
Yeah, that's one of the Catholic schools, Brother Rice.
Oh my God, that's a great name, actually.
Yeah. And then then CC, but Toledo St. Francis knocked off Brother Rice like fucking 7-1 up in Michigan. Brother Rice hosted them. I'm like,
oh.
And I'm like, you guys hung with them the whole game. Like it was crazy. We were down 3-0, and then we tied it up, and then the third period was just crazy. We had 3 players get kicked out of the game.
Holy crap!
Yeah, we did. They had 1.
It was a slug. I gotta pee so.
Oh
bad.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna pee. Let's go pee.
All right, let's pee.
Pee all you can pee in the army.
Folks, this is Backstage Pass. I mean, this is what we do backstage. Sometimes we go pee. Sometimes we go pee. It's a great show tonight if you were watching. And if you didn't watch and you're only watching Backstage Pass, go to What Just Happened from January 16th. Lou Holtz joined us. The infamous Lou Holtz. Woo! And I'm several Guinness deep. That's good stuff. We'll wait for Falcon to get back. He's back to Falcon now. We're going to call him Falcon again. Lou Holtz, if you didn't watch the main show, Lou Holtz called him, his name's Falcon. He said he's missing an E on the end of his name for Falcone. So we called him Falcone the entire show. Looks like he pees slower than me, apparently. I guess he pees slower than the Gamble guy. It was a good show, though.
Hey, Matt.
While we're waiting on Falcone,
What's up, buddy?
We're on Roku. Oh, there you go.
Yo.
Oh man, that was such a good
hey, are you gonna come up here? Are you planning on coming up here at all over the winter to catch any of his games, any of these weekends or anything?
Are they all in Michigan?
Well, yeah.
Well, then I'll have to. He doesn't travel to. I mean, you went to Euclid once. I just wondered.
Well, that was with youth hockey, but he's in high school now. They play all of their they had 1-2 day thing out in Grand Rapids, and then they had the thing up in Traverse City.
Well, can you do me a favor then? Can you? I'm watching on 12 on Sports Roku. Montana Lacrosse League Championships on right now, Channel 4. Can you send me his schedule, because she's got
I already did.
Send it again. The other half has a lot of inventories coming up, so she's going to be very busy and tired. Maybe I can make a little bit of a 3-day road trip.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yep. I have to find it. Find it.
Find it.
Find it. Find it. Yeah, I had to take a picture of it, or I had to do something weird with it, because there it is. So I don't know if Joey's going to come up or not, but he's supposed to.
Yeah.
But you'll see it from, so it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that's January 30th through February 1st. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He'll have 2 games over the course of those 3 days. It'll probably be Thursday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, be the 2 days he has it. But Todd booked his trip. And why I say that is because the MIHL showcase that weekend, it's our league, the KLAA, and MIHL has like CC, Brother Right. They have all the Catholic schools and all the top. They have a lot of top tier programs. And then our schools, Heartland and Brighton and Salem and Livonia, we have all the top like public schools. They do crossover games that weekend. So it's like a pretty big fucking deal. Like that shit gets broadcasted all over the place.
Oh, their season's almost over. Damn.
Oh yeah.
Why did I think it ran longer?
Because that's youth. But then after that, then they get into state. They get into the state tournaments and stuff. So they'll play at least 3 games this year. If not, if they made it to finals, 5 games. So they'll play at least 3 this year. They might get to 4. There's an outside chance they get to 5, because all the teams they played this year, they've been 1-goal or 2-goal games, and the 2-goal games have all been empty netters. So they have been in every single fucking game the whole season, and they played everybody from number 2 to number wherever across the board. So they have a legitimate chance in the playoffs. They could make it to the state finals, which will be in March.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, they follow the same schedule basically as basketball in Ohio. So it's the same, winter sport. So like the championship weekend will be like second weekend of March, I think, or first weekend of March, one of those 2 weekends.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because then spring sports start after that, right? So it's that's why the season is so much shorter, is because hockey's a winter sport. Whereas when he was playing travel hockey and all that stuff in his youth, he was skating year round, basically 12 months a year.
Oh,
yeah, he skated all summer. He skated in the spring. He skated in the fall. He skated in the winter. Yeah. back when he was a youth, yeah, you skate basically 11 or 12 months a year if
Oh,
you're in
damn.
travel hockey, and that's where he was. He was in top tier travel hockey. So yeah, he was skating 11, 12 months. That's why it was devastating when he had to have 5 months off his freshman year with the knee injury, because he never had more than 2 weeks off since he started playing hockey.
Damn.
It's from skating, because you got to keep skating. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
So,
it's true.
I mean, 85% of hockey is skating. I mean, think about it. Like, you could be a phenomenal athlete, and so many have tried. You can go out there on the ice, you can't do shit because you can't skate. Like, and that's what's ridiculous about it.
I've had friends say, "Oh, I hate hockey because of the skates." It's like it's just because you can't skate.
Right, and that's it. I mean, I can't skate, but you know what? I've learned how to skate basic, and now
Yeah, but some guys don't like hockey because they can't put themselves in that situation.
right. And you know what? I've learned enough. Like, I can get out there now. If I'm gonna get there, they have this program up here, Beck. It's called the Never Ever League.
Yeah.
So that means you never ever played hockey before, and then you go through like a 6 to 8 week, basically skills camp each week. You go like 1 or 2 days a week, one or two nights a week, and you skate and you do drills, and it's all people that have played less than a year of hockey their whole lives, and it's meant for like people like me, you, whoever. And at the end of it, then you get put in the it's called the bad light whatever league, which it looks like a Bud Light can, right? But it says bad light, so it's like F minor. It's like the lowest you can possibly. It's all beginners, right? You basically get a team together, and then you go and you play in a beer league that is people that have never played hockey before. And I guess it's just an absolute hoot. You just basically, and I played a couple times on beer league, and you just they literally have beer on the bench. You fucking drink beer and just hang out. That's what it's about. And people just fucking laugh and have a hoot, but then you get used to it over a certain period of time. You might sort of, move up a little bit. And it's not, it's not hero hockey. There aren't a bunch of guys out there trying to kill each other or do anything like that. No contact, whatever. I'm totally going to get into that shit, because there are guys in their 80s and 90s that still play beer league.
Oh my God. Are you saying there's 90-year-olds in skating and playing hockey? Come on. For sure. I don't believe you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've watched 75-year-old guys out there in a beer league. I like Brian, one of Alex's buddies, Brian, his grandpa is the same age as our parents. He's 70. He's like 75 or 76. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. And he was skating 4 nights a week. He was skating 4 days a week at 74, 75 years old.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
That guy's going to die.
Well, no, he's in great shape.
We're all going to.
Right, but just like you're doing tennis, it's the same thing. It's just a different type of cardio workout, and the guy just does a consistency. I mean, that's all it is. Really.
Oh, Falcon. Oh my God. I had a tennis match last night. Let me tell you about this. Okay.
But I'm just saying, what you do is a high cardio.
No. I'm backing up your point. I'm 51. My teammate last night is in his mid-60s. He's actually a pretty decent tennis player. We were playing 2 40-year-olds that are a level above us. We're 3-0s. They are 3-5s. They should have smoked us. They beat us in a super tiebreaker. A super tiebreaker. You know what that means?
You guys had to jerk off and see who came first?
No, that's weird. But a super tiebreaker is when you've tied in sets 1.
Okay.
You've expired the time. We played 2 hours.
Okay.
And there wasn't a winner determined. So you had to trade 2 serves versus 2 serves. No 15 love, no nothing. You serve. If you double fault, they got a point. If you served and they hit a winner, they got a point. If you serve and they didn't return it, you got a point. And you go to 10, the first team to 10, and a super tiebreaker is like sudden death in football.
So it's sort of like a shootout in hockey too.
Yeah. We took
Yep.
these guys to a super tiebreaker, a 51 and a
Wow.
65-year-old against two 40-year-olds in a higher level. Like, dude,
That's amazing.
My other half, I mean, she saw me. I could barely walk this morning. I mean, but I played my ass off. So I believe you that maybe guys are skating around playing hockey at that age. I believe you.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. It's good stuff though. And again, not to always get into this hockey stuff, but you know, it's dude, like the community of hockey, and I say that in this way, right? Because you just see the sportsmanship level of hockey is so much greater of a lot more other sports. It's freaking crazy. And the parents, like, yeah, you have your rivalries, you might get heated and whatever, but at the end of the day, like everybody's looking out for each other in that whole community. Like my daughter went to that first weekend. Remember, I had to do that beer thing. I went to that beer fest with Todd and Julie and them or whatever. Well, then I left by 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And I drove straight to Canada to go see my daughter play in the championship game that weekend.
Yeah.
Or hockey. So, I'm a big proponent. I don't miss my kids' shit. I try to go to everything because my mom and dad, or mom or dad, were always at everything, you know, whatever. Your parents always went to your shit. So, you know, like, so you know how important it is, like, you know, whatever. But dude, we're in Canada. They end up losing in the championship game. They'd beaten all the teams once already, and our team did, our all girls team. And they end up losing to a Canadian team in the championship team. American teams don't usually beat Canadian teams that much, right?
No.
And it was we played all Canadian teams and we beat all of them. So that alone was just a great weekend, right? That we were able to compete with them and even beat them all. But dude, all the parents, like on the Canadian side, they're just like all of a sudden, just like one of them was like, "Hey, you know, which one's your daughter, eh?" You know, and then you talk to them like, "Oh, they're really good," you know. But they just like talk to you like you're just like super. And then when our girls were out there, they were the whole home crowd there was cheering on our girls as they were announcing each one of them, and they were like totally into it, like genuine, like they just love it or whatever. So you like that just like backed it up that I got to see my daughter go and play Canadian hockey, you know, got to play in a Canadian tournament against Canadians, and how like awesome those people are. Like they're just awesome people.
Yeah. I'm going to end this. Hang tight. I'm going to end this recording. I don't know if the song's going to play.
Oh shit, we were recording.
My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much black. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like